Michel de Nostradamus, better known as Nostradamus, was a 16th century French astrologer and physician. He is most famous for his book Les Prophéties, a collection of 942 poetic quatrains that are believed by some to predict future events.
Nostradamus' writings have fascinated and puzzled people for centuries. His cryptic verses, shrouded in symbolism and allegory, have been interpreted in countless ways. Some of his predictions, like the rise of Hitler and the assassination of John F. Kennedy, are believed to have come true. This has cemented his place in popular culture as a prophet of uncanny accuracy. Whether you believe in his prophecies or not, there's no denying the enduring power of his words.
Nostradamus' work continues to spark debate and intrigue. His predictions for 2024, in particular, have drawn significant attention. In a year already marked by global uncertainty, his enigmatic verses offer a glimpse into a future filled with both promise and peril. Let's delve into the world of Nostradamus and explore what he might have foreseen for the year 2024.
Nostradamus' prophecies are often open to interpretation, making it difficult to pinpoint exact events. However, certain themes emerge from his writings that suggest a year of significant political upheaval in 2024. His quatrains hint at widespread unrest, shifting alliances, and the potential for conflict on a global scale.
These predictions resonate deeply with the current global climate. We are living in a time of heightened tensions between superpowers, economic uncertainty, and growing social unrest. Could Nostradamus' words be a warning of the challenges that lie ahead?
While it's impossible to say for sure, examining his prophecies through the lens of current events offers a fascinating and thought-provoking exercise. It allows us to consider the forces shaping our world and the potential consequences of our actions. One quatrain that has garnered particular attention is Century 1, Quatrain 50.
The Republic of the great city will not be content with the great king. They will bring to the front a cunning man to chase away the king with his adherents.
This quatrain speaks of a great city and a great king, suggesting a powerful nation and its leader. The cunning man who rises to challenge the king could be interpreted as a charismatic political figure or a revolutionary leader.
The quatrain hints at a potential uprising, a challenge to established power structures driven by discontent and a desire for change. Could this be a sign of revolution brewing in a major world power?
Another quatrain that points towards potential conflict is Century the 8th, Quatrain 75.
From the furious seventh number, fulfilled by the lion, a captive prince by the king of the threefold. When the walls of Byzantium will be pulled down, the city sacked by the lion, then by the bear.
This quatrain is filled with symbolic language. The lion is often interpreted as a symbol of England or a Western power, while the bear is commonly associated with Russia. The mention of Byzantium, the ancient name for Istanbul, adds another layer of complexity.
Some interpretations see this quatrain as a prediction of a conflict involving these key players on the world stage. The captive prince and the king of the threefold remain ambiguous figures, open to speculation. However, the imagery of walls being pulled down and cities sacked paints a grim picture of potential warfare and destruction.
Looking at these quatrains in the context of current events, it's easy to draw parallels. The world is grappling with a multitude of geopolitical challenges. Tensions between the West and Russia have been escalating for years, and the conflict in Ukraine has only exacerbated these tensions. The rise of nationalism and populism around the world further complicates the picture, creating a climate of uncertainty and instability.
Could Nostradamus' predictions be a reflection of these very real tensions, amplified through the lens of prophecy? Whether or not one believes in the literal interpretation of Nostradamus' prophecies, they serve as a reminder of the fragility of peace and the importance of diplomacy. They urge us to consider the potential consequences of our actions on the global stage.
Nostradamus' prophecies often focus on the rise and fall of leaders. He seemed to believe that power is fleeting, and that even the most powerful rulers are subject to the whims of fate. He writes of sudden downfalls, unexpected betrayals, and the constant struggle for dominance.
His quatrains are filled with shadowy figures vying for power, their destinies intertwined in a complex web of ambition and intrigue. In a world where political landscapes are constantly shifting, Nostradamus' prophecies about leaders feel eerily relevant. They remind us that no leader is invincible and that the tides of fortune can turn swiftly and unexpectedly.
One of the most intriguing aspects of Nostradamus' prophecies is his cryptic descriptions of the downfall of leaders. He often uses symbolic language and allegory, leaving his predictions open to interpretation. For example, he writes of a great empire falling, a leader betrayed by his own, and a sudden illness befalling a king. These vague descriptions could apply to numerous historical events, fueling speculation and debate among scholars and enthusiasts alike.
While it's impossible to know for sure which leaders Nostradamus might have been referring to, his prophecies serve as a reminder that power is a double-edged sword. It can bring great rewards, but also carries the weight of responsibility and the constant threat of opposition. Section 8. The Shadows of Doubt, Skepticism, and Nostradamus. It's important to acknowledge that Nostradamus' prophecies have been met with their fair share of skepticism over the centuries.
Critics argue that his quatrains are so vague and open to interpretation that they could be applied to almost any event. They point out that many of the so-called fulfilled prophecies are the result of selective interpretation or creative translation. Furthermore, they argue that attributing Nostradamus with predicting specific events is often a case of hindsight bias. People tend to focus on the prophecies that seem to fit past events while ignoring those that don't.
It's healthy to approach any prediction, especially those shrouded in mystery, with a healthy dose of skepticism. Critical thinking is essential when navigating the world of prophecy and divination. Section 9. A Legacy of Intrigue Nostradamus in the Modern Age. Despite the skepticism, Nostradamus' work continues to captivate the public imagination. His prophecies have been the subject of countless books, documentaries, and websites.
People from all walks of life continue to seek meaning and insight in his cryptic verses. Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown, the desire to peek behind the curtain of time that keeps people coming back to Nostradamus. In a world filled with uncertainty, his prophecies offer a sense of intrigue, a glimpse into a future that is both terrifying and exhilarating.
Whether you view him as a prophet, a poet, or simply a clever wordsmith, there's no denying the enduring legacy of Nostradamus. His work continues to spark debate, inspire curiosity, and offer a unique perspective on the course of human history. Section 10. Nostradamus in 2024, a harbinger or a historian? As we stand on the precipice of 2024, it's tempting to look to Nostradamus' prophecies for clues about what the future holds. But are his words a roadmap of things to come, or merely a reflection of the anxieties of his time?
It's essential to remember that Nostradamus was writing during a period of significant upheaval. The 16th century was a time of religious wars, political intrigue, and the bubonic plague. His prophecies may have been shaped by the tumultuous events he witnessed, reflecting the fears and uncertainties of his era.
Ultimately, whether we view Nostradamus as a harbinger of future events or a historian capturing the anxieties of his time is a matter of personal interpretation. His prophecies can be a source of fascination and speculation, but they should not be taken as gospel truth. Section 11. Beyond the prophecies, our role in shaping the future. While Nostradamus' prophecies offer a fascinating glimpse into the realm of prediction and the enduring human desire to know what the future holds, it's important to remember that we are not passive passengers on the river of time.
We have the power to shape our own destinies, to learn from the past, and to make choices that create a better future. Rather than dwelling solely on predictions, we should focus on building a world where peace, understanding, and cooperation prevail.
Nostradamus' prophecies, regardless of their accuracy, can serve as a reminder of the importance of vigilance, critical thinking, and proactive engagement in shaping the course of history. The future is not predetermined. It is a canvas upon which we, through our actions and choices, have the power to paint a brighter tomorrow.